remember why you're here? Do you remember what fate has in store for you? Well, let's delve into the mystery in Growlanser 3, The Dual Darkness. Growlanser 3 is a tactical RPG and the third installment to the Growlanser series created by Careersoft and published by Atlas for the PlayStation 2 on December 2001 in Japan, and then 3 years later in North America as Growlanser Generations, which included the second game as well. This oddity was suggested by Bladed Wind, and it looks to be one of the most interesting RPGs I've ever seen. Let's not waste any more time and let's dive into the lore of this game.
A slow death is consuming this place. The sun is weak, much of the soil is becoming barren, and people struggle while on the brink of death from starvation. This is the western part of the Kirschland continent. Until recently, its 4 nations have been relatively unaffected by the strange influences acting upon this world. However, that ended when Emperor August Wellington was brutally assassinated, leaving only his infant son Karl as heir apparent. This weakness led to a fierce battle for power by the second Imperial Prince, James Wellington. The struggle split this kingdom in 2. While the western lands were being led by Her Royal Highness Theodora, Prince James ruled the lands to the east. James' eastern kingdom suffered a setback, however, when 2 of his most trusted and experienced generals joined Theodora's faction.
The story surrounds Slain, a young boy with amnesia who is rescued by Annette Burns and nursed to health. After an invasion by aggressive forces, Slain is knocked out and Renault, the troop leader's right hand, is slain in the process. 2 months have passed and you begin the journey of a lifetime. Growlanser 3 will run you about 20 hours to beat and 36 hours to complete, which for me is a perfectly reasonable time for RPGs considering I usually take 24 hours to beat most RPGs I've played. This is a game with a unique story from games I've played, and now I'm excited to get into the graphics of this game. The graphics for Growlanser 3 are decent when it comes to the sprite art, but the game truly shines with its art style thanks to legendary manga artist Satoshi Urashihara, who is responsible for the artwork behind the Growlanser series as well as other neat works like Plastic Little and even worked on an episode of Bubblegum Crisis. He's even known as the Master of Breasts for his more intimate works. With that said, the artwork is so beautiful and the characters all look so lovely and well designed and help Growlanser look so beautiful and elegant. I wonder how the music accompanies such incredible artwork such as this. The music for Growlanser 3 really encapsulates the fantasy theme of this game, and is just pleasant to listen to all around. The calming tunes in towns and certain events really give me relaxing vibes. And the action music really gets me ready for action and fighting for glory. While the music is great in this game, the voice acting is actually incredible in my honest opinion.
The purpose of this meeting is to inform you all of the decision made at the General Assembly. I don't believe that any of you are unfamiliar with the abnormal weather conditions we've experienced. Thus far, Zeronia Federation has been fortunate in that we've been affected less than kingdoms like Aggressivo.
Yes, their desperation has led to attacks like the one that claimed Renault's life.
Correct. That sad circumstance has touched us all, and for that reason, we've approached the Empire to form a defensive alliance.
I feel they casted the right actors for the right roles, and coupled with the art style, makes it an all-around enjoyable experience for me. The audio department for this game is stellar, and now I'm hoping the gameplay will be the same. The gameplay for Growlanser 3 is one that I personally disliked until I started to get the hang of it. During combat, you have the option to move, attack, use magic, etc., like any other tactical RPG. My issue with this game lies with how different the move mechanic is, where you select a location you want to move to rather than tiles to move through, and once you start this action, your character moves and won't stop until they reach their destination. This becomes a problem if an enemy ends up crossing paths with you, trying to attack you, and they get a good shot at you while you're moving and can't defend yourself. Actually, you can, but you have to hit the square button in time to change your course or choose attack, which lets you move towards your character to attack. If this wasn't confusing enough for a first playthrough, you also have your magic casting that takes a while in real time while enemies move towards you, so you have to actually think and be strategic in this game to effectively cast magic. Like I said before, it's a pain until you understand how the combat system works and make it work for you. Honestly, there's not much left to talk about in terms of gameplay except that two different characters can cooperate to conjure up powerful spells like in Ogre Battle 64, but I didn't enjoy the gameplay enough to really get into the meat of it. Growlanser 3, The Dual Darkness is a beautiful game with amazing audio, but the gameplay just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm so sorry guys. There will be times in UnderRadar where I won't do a fantastic job covering an underrated game due to not having enough time to play it, or just because I'm the only one working on these episodes, so I won't be able to cover every aspect as much as I'd like. I'll continue to do my best, and I hope one day I can give you guys better quality episodes as this channel continues to grow. Thank you guys for another fantastic episode of UnderRadar, or as fantastic as it could be, and I'll see you on the next one.